Southside of lifers on the streets. 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 On the streets. Southside of lifers. Homies coming up from the academy. Never give it a fuck. Kicking doors down. Let these fools know it's time to put it in work. Representing for the big blue. That I say 1-3 not give it a fuck. Say fuck my enemy. Cause bury them in the fucking ground if they fucking run up. Just don't give a shit. I'm sick as a motherfucking criminal mind. That's why I call myself criminal from the streets or from the vibe. Yo, once again I'm putting it down. Representing for my streets exactly where I'm from. Palmera 13, divided where I'm from. A homies round here that's sick in the game, not fucking around. Southside of lifers, always on the streets. They put it to work, they represent that destined for a life. Holding up the blue rap, youngsters in the streets, throwing up signs, let them know exactly where we're from. Southside of lifers on the streets. 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 On the streets we put it down, representing for a fucking life. Straight up in the game, representing do or die. Vodkas in the streets, just don't give a fuck though. Black looks, blue racks, run the fucking streets. Ain't no fucking red around here, it's a burn that shit. This is true, blue riders coming up for real. Criminal putting it down, representing for that big blue state. Never fucking around with no fucking outsiders. Fuck them outsiders, this is Southsiders. Coming up, we represent that lifer in the game. Fools don't understand, motherfuckers down the prison cells. Let my motherfucking homies out of prison cells. Let them out so we can put in work and rep at 30. Never give it a fuck, never fuck with no fakes. Only riding with the real lifers that I know. The ones that put in work, they represent that 30 life. Southside of lifers on the streets. 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 Southside of lifers on the streets for life as we putting it down, representing for the west side to the south side. Never fucking around, home, when I truly say it. I'm not here disrespecting no fucking buddy, but fuck the fake shit. Motherfucking fake ass riders get smoke on the street. They come here to stay where I stay. Welcome to the streets of motherfuckers where it's do or die. Real brown thugs ready to light you up and throwing up that this ain't putting in work. They representing for the body once again in the streets and low rides with the harness by the side. Not give it a fuck. Total silence with the big ass guns ready to spread you ass. If you ain't from around here, best believe me when I say going late 60 deep. Never give it a shit. Never fucking with no other siders. Only fucking with the real riders. Southside of lifers. Southside of lifers on the streets. 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 Southside of lifers on the streets.